Congrats on making it through the first 3 weeks of the semester. In this video, I'll provide an overview of the case study assignment. So here we are on our homepage, and we're going to go ahead and click into the weekly modules like we usually do. And so here are the different modules we've done so far. I'm going to go ahead and collapse the previous week so you don't have to see everything. But I like to keep the course orientation and resources open in case I ever need to go back and reference something. And so when you look at the week 4 module for this week, you'll see the case study instructions page along with this week's typical assignments. So I'm going to go ahead and click into the instructions link. So the purpose of this assignment is to provide a hands-on experience where you can use everything you've learned in this class to apply it to a real-life individual or family. You are responsible for analyzing a financial case study throughout the semester with a final 2 to 3 page paper due at the end of the semester. So here's an overview of the assignment, and with each assignment component there'll be detailed instructions. But here's what you can expect. So what you'll need to do this week is to take a look at the 5 potential case studies, and you can choose one that most interests you. They're only about a page long, and they cover a wide range of ages, situations, and financial challenges. So depending on what your interests are, maybe you want a case study that looks similar to your current situation, or a case study that looks similar to where you want to be in the future. So go ahead and open this, download. It's a Word doc and you can read through it. You should also review the Appendix B, which is our financial case study rubric. This was at the end of the syllabus, but I'll go ahead and click here and open it up. So you can see that for our case study, one big component is identifying the different financial problems in the case. It's worth 35 points. And there are components on how to achieve full credit for that part. You'll also be putting together the solutions to the different financial problems in the case, worth 45 points. And then you'll be doing a reflection on the learning objectives. So in this course, we have 8 learning objectives. And as you go through this case study, you're going to address several of these when you're talking about the family or individual. And that's worth 20 points. I'll go ahead and click back. So the way I have it structured is that you'll be in discussion board groups talking about your case study to help you brainstorm and strategize about your approach on your chosen case study. So in this week's discussion board, you're still in your normal discussion board groups. I'll go ahead and click into this. But what you'll do is after you've read the instructions and the case studies and you've picked one, your post will share with your group which case study you are interested in working on for the semester, why you are interested in that case study, and any initial connections you see between the case study and what you've learned in chapters 1 through 4 so far. Based on these discussion boards, I will then put you into specific case study discussion board groups so that you are talking to other folks that have picked the same case study. That way you can share ideas, debate, discuss, and help each other as you work on the case study. Note that there'll be, throughout the semester, 2 types of discussion board groups. One is your group of 10 or so that you've been working with the last few weeks, and then one that's specific for the case study. That way you get to talk to different people depending on the topic. So just be aware that you will be jumping in and out between these different groups. I will facilitate all that. You don't have to worry about it, but just know that I will be creating this second set of case study discussion boards. Now, if you do not submit a discussion board this week, I will assign you a case study. Let's go ahead and go back. Note that future discussion board 8 and 10 will help you work through your case study, the problem identification, and the recommendations themselves. And then you're responsible for writing a 2 to 3 page single space analysis with your recommendations and your reflection. Now, while this is an individual assignment, you have the option to work with a partner and you can actually co-write and submit one paper. You both just have to submit, but you only have to write one paper together and then have your names on the cover page. But you have to find your own partner. This way, if you prefer to work alone, you can. And for those that prefer to work with a partner, you have that option flexibility as well. But either way, you do have the discussion board so that you can talk with other folks, but at the same time not have the pressure of trying to collaborate in a group on a single assignment if that's not your preference. You don't have to decide if you want to partner with anyone right now. You have a couple of discussion boards to get to know folks. And if you do decide to work with each other, ask each other, hey, do you want to partner in the discussion board? And we've got Canvas tools like collaborations that will let you work together using Google Docs. Here I have a brief description on the 5 case studies. And so again, I provide the same case study document as before. I'm just trying to make it available to everybody. But here are the 5, depending on what your interest is. Maybe focus on a college graduate perspective, a single parent and MBA, a young family, a single earner family with kids, or the millionaires next door. Depending on your interest, you'll pick one of these. And so throughout the semester, I will provide more videos like this that will describe in detail the discussion boards and aspects of the case study that you can focus on to help you avoid procrastination. In terms of the discussion boards, the more you put into it, the easier it will be later when you have to write your written report, because you can just copy and paste what you've written in the discussion boards and edit it and format it and make it a professional written analysis. If I go ahead and go back, so as you can see in our weekly 4 module, otherwise you have the remaining assignments due like normal. You've got your Learn Smart assignment. Here's the link to the discussion board, which I just previewed previously, and then our Chapter 4 homework. If you have any questions at all, just let me know.